Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about one of the most secret and revolutionary projects in aviation history. The subject of today's video is America's sixth-generation fighter jet program. Next Generation Air Dominance, in short, the NGAD project. As you know, in the early 2000s, America took the world's first fifth-generation fighter aircraft, the F-22 Raptor, into its inventory and then produced the F-35. Apart from America, China and Russia also produced fifth-generation warplanes. Apart from this, many countries are still making efforts to produce fifth-generation warplanes. While the rest of the world cannot produce fifth-generation warplanes except for a few countries, America is about to produce sixth-generation warplanes. While the FCAS project, developed jointly by the British The Tempest Project and Germany and France, could not complete the conceptual studies, the United States flew the first prototype last year. And right now the NGAD program is one of the most secret and revolutionary projects in the world. Today, in this video, I will talk about when the NGAD project started, the aircraft to be produced, and the features of the aircraft to be produced. If you're ready, let's start. But before I start, I have to warn you that there are no real pictures, images, and videos of this project. Everything you can find on the internet with pictures and visuals are conceptual designs and designs by artists who are not related to the subject. Therefore, the images I will use in the video will be estimated images. America's sixth-generation fighter program began in the early 2000s, as soon as the F-22 Raptor entered service. The first project with DARPA was launched in 2014 for the American Air Force sixth-generation fighter. For those who don't know, DARPA is a government agency that develops America's advanced military technology programs. The X-aircraft program was started with DARPA, and as you know, the American Air Force and Navy often use the code name X for concept aircraft. After 2 years of work, in 2016 the U.S. Air Force changed the name of the program to a penetrating counter-air program called PCA. However, at that time, he was working on sixth-generation warplanes in the U.S. Navy. The Ministry of Defense decided to combine the two projects, and the name of the program was NGAD. Let me first start by saying that there is no misunderstanding. No joint aircraft will be produced for the U.S. Air Force and U.S. Navy under this program. So it will not be like the JSF program. The primary objective of the JSF program was to meet the needs of the U.S. Navy and U.S. Air Force with a single aircraft. That's why there are 3 different variations of the F-35. An A version of the F-35 was developed for the Air Force. The B version was developed for the Navy as it has vertical landing and stay capability. The C version, on the other hand, was developed for American aircraft carriers and would only be used by the United States and would not be distributed to allied countries. In the NGAD program, the aim is to produce common technologies that will be used by 2 forces, such as aircraft engine, airframe, weapons, and software. Such things will be produced from a common source, and then the Navy and Air Force will take what they want from these technologies and design their own aircraft. In 2018, this project came out of the Ministry of Defense, and the big aerospace companies of the USA were included in the project: Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, and Boeing. A budget of $9 billion has now been set, and by 2025, these 3 manufacturers will officially reveal their concept designs. We do not know how the project is progressing. There is an incredible secrecy. Boeing Company says it completed the first prototype and test flight in 2020, but there is no video about it. According to rumors, the Navy is interested in the design of Boeing Company, and it is very likely that the aircraft that Boeing will produce will be selected by the Navy. Northrop Grumman and Lockheed Martin compete to produce the Air Force's new fighter jet. However, Northrop Grumman firm is busy producing America's new bomber B-21 Raider and is spending all its energy on this aircraft. My guess is that the Navy's needs will be met by Boeing, and the Air Force's needs will be met by Lockheed Martin. Northrop Grumman will carry out bomber and some UAV projects. If everything goes well in the project, the prototype of the sixth-generation warplanes will emerge in 2025. After 2030, sixth-generation warplanes will begin to take to the field. They will replace the F-15 and F-22 in the American Air Force inventories with these aircraft. The Navy will retire the F-18s and start using new aircraft. Most people think that sixth-generation warplanes are unnecessary. He says it may be unnecessary to produce sixth-generation fighter jets because most countries do not have fifth-generation fighter jets. I do not agree with this idea. If we are going to talk about the main features of this project, let me explain from the beginning. America is developing a new concept instead of a new warplane in the sixth generation. Therefore, a single type of aircraft will not be developed. For example, the Air Force will have unmanned warplanes other than manned warplanes. This project will include an unmanned reconnaissance aircraft, electronic warfare aircraft, refueling aircraft, and a special carrier aircraft carrying a mini-drone. Just to be able to do this, America has allocated a very serious resource to artificial intelligence and has very interesting plans. For example, when a manned sixth-generation fighter jet takes off, the pilot's task will not be to fly the plane, but artificial intelligence will control the plane. The pilot will command the drones, give them orders, and even mark the attack area. There will be 1 or 2 pilots in a huge fleet. When you remove one squadron of F-16s, you have about 20 pilots, but they changed that in the sixth generation in America. One fleet will have 1 or 2 pilots, the rest will be artificial intelligence drones. Although fighter planes will be different, their engines will be uniform and common. The company, which has been producing many aircraft engines for a long time, has been working on this project. This engine, which will be produced, will be developed based on the engine of the F-35. The engine used by the F-35 will have a core, but the new engine will be much more economical and much more powerful. A special air-cooled technology has been used in this engine, where the weight has been significantly reduced, so this newly developed engine will be the coldest engine in the world. This is very important because America wants this plane not to be detected by thermal scanners, except that it is not visible on the radar. Aircraft such as the Su-57 have thermal scanners and thermal tracking systems. If they manage to make engines that cold, the thermal scanner system on the Su-57 will be garbage. Apart from the engine technology, another interesting aspect of the NGAD project is the body production. America has been using 3D printers for aerospace projects for a long time. However, when the NGAD program is completed, most of the parts of the aircraft will be produced by 3D printers. In this way, parts produced all over the country will be combined with great precision. Therefore, the production of the aircraft will be much cheaper and much faster. This is another aim of the project. The NGAD project aims to reduce production and maintenance costs as much as possible while making more modern, more advanced aircraft. Another interesting aspect of the NGAD project is weapons technology. America is developing new missiles and ammunition for new generation warplanes such as the Peregrine missile. But that's not the point. America aims to use an internal energy weapon, namely the laser weapon for these planes. America has been working on laser weapons for years, and if things go well, laser weapons will be found in sixth-generation wars. And if this technology is developed enough, machine guns may be a thing of the past. As you can see, America wants to revolutionize the sixth generation. New generation body production technology, new generation engines with excellent thermal properties, high-energy weapons, and artificial intelligence. It may have seemed impossible when you put them in cascade, but believe it or not, most of them have already been done, and it remains only to design the aircraft and integrate it into the aircraft. If you still say these projects are impossible, look at other UAV programs carried out by the United States. Take a look at projects like MQ-25, X-47B, and Loyal Wingman. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, don't forget to like it and give your opinion in the comments. Have a nice day.